They say art is in the eye of the beholder, but for artist Harold Bradford, it's more like a colorful vision.
I see colors where other people may not. I'm just starting to realize that, though. I mean, I just assume that as an artist, we see things and we see it all the same, but everybody just don't see things the same.
It takes a lot of talent to bring those colors to life, mixing them together to make a painting that truly reflects what he wants you to see.
He paints what he feels and he paints what he sees. And he's always saying that to me, paint what you see. But I don't have his eyes.
His students say his art has a lot of meaning, spirituality, and history. Part of that history comes from his heritage.
I could tell you why, because it's up to me to tell a story. If I don't tell my story, nobody else is going to do it, And I figured I have to tell the story as I see it, and it's all about my heritage.
One of his most outstanding paintings is a rendition of the Buffalo Soldiers.
The Buffalo Soldiers was a commission to pretty much help settlers move to the West, and then they became known as notorious quote-unquote Indian fighters, which, like I said, I had problems with that, But because we was both oppressed people and pitted against one another, only to find out that there was no rewards at the end.
Growing up in the Deep South in a segregated community, Harold uses his history in many of his paintings. Both his parents encouraged his dreams.
My mother's favorite line was, I don't care how you get it, but you can do it. You can go, you can achieve certain things. My whole adult life, I worked as an artist. And to my dad, he just couldn't believe that I was able to provide for my family.
Bradford's paintings capture moments in time, and while he loves to paint horses, he's not a Western artist.
Almost pretty much, I would say one in every 3 paintings I do has a horse of some kind. I have a whole book that I wrote on horses riding through the West.
Most of his paintings have deep spiritual meaning. You might call them paintings capturing moments in time.
If you look closely, you see Barack Obama, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, all those are represent. In the center of the whole thing, there's an image of Christ.
From streetcars in New Orleans to the horse and buggy days, Bradford's paintings pop out due to the use of color in virtually every imaginable shade, except there's one color he never uses.
I use a mixture of colors, mostly 2 different colors, alizarin crimson and Prussian blue, when I need a deep color, maybe to simulate what you might call black, but I don't even have black in my supply of paints.
Despite losing his dream of becoming a professional football player due to an injury, Bradford can still paint his way into stardom.
It's called A Dream Remembered, and it's because I wanted to play pro football, not because I played, And it's a kind of a reminiscent on what it could have been.
Bradford said his largest commissioned painting was a mural of a landscape looking similar to this that drapes across a section of the Las Vegas McCarran International Airport.
It's one of my most expensive.
And if you aren't inspired by Harold Bradford's paintings yet, take a closer look, because there is a written message inside each one, leaving his legacy to life.
Every painting that I do have a message in them. And so it's only 2 words, but you have to look for it. But it's my way of giving thanks, for the appreciation for the gift that I was given.
With every stroke of the brush, Harold says he doesn't take his gifts lightly.
My goal is to continuously to get better than I was yesterday, better than I was a year ago, and constantly, because I think once you get in your head that, oh man, I've accomplished it, there's nothing else to shoot for.
Bradford's artwork can be found on display full-time at the Left of Center Art Gallery in Las Vegas. From Dixie State University, North Plaza Art Gallery, Melissa Anderson, Community Education News.